I know what you want me to do. You want me to scream with joy like I did with Russell Wilson and talk about how Bo Nix is gonna fix everything for the Broncos. But I've learned from that lesson. I may not be smart, but I'm not dumb either, okay? I'm excited about Bo Nix. Is he gonna fix the Broncos? I don't know. Is it risky? Maybe. Is this team still cursed or are they cured? I don't know. We're gonna get in it today. But right now, for one night, I'm gonna enjoy the fact that I've got a fucking quarterback that I can believe in again. Is he gonna lead me to misery? I don't know, but I think he's alright. I think he's pretty good. Maybe it's the whiskey talking, but I think he's actually very good. Fuck, is he a Pro Bowler as a rookie? Oh, that feels like Rookie of the Year. Oh shit, he will win the Broncos a Super Bowl. Oh, he's gonna win him a good one. He's gonna get him a Super Bowl. That is the whiskey talking. But we got a Bo Nix. We got a quarterback. What have the Broncos done? Well, there were 6 quarterbacks selected in the first 12 picks on Thursday in the NFL draft. A new record. It went Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Drake May, a massive curveball when the Falcons, for no apparent reason, took Michael Penix, J.J. McCarthy, and finally the Broncos were on the clock with the 12th pick. And
the Denver Broncos select Bo Nix.
There it is. 6 quarterbacks in the first dozen picks.
Yeah, this is good, right? This is the right move. Denver is fixed. I am saved. My team will win. Maybe not next year, but all my problems are gone. Maybe not next year. My penis is suddenly not small. My hands don't have arthritis. My spring allergies have vanished. Like Russell Wilson, my credit score went up and my home is now worth $2 billion. I'm alive again, and it's all because of Bo Nix. Sean Payton got his guy. He's getting a Bo job. Someone tell me why I shouldn't be excited about a quarterback who threw 45 touchdowns to 3 picks plus 6 rushing touchdowns last year. Tell me why I shouldn't be fucking excited about that. I'm not saying he's the next Peyton Manning. He doesn't have the forehead, but for fuck's sake, let me enjoy what I think is an improvement at the position. And I don't even mean over Russell Wilson. I mean over Jarrett Stidham and Zach Wilson, because that's where I was a couple days ago. Go ahead and give me everything you got, Denver! Now there are questions about Nix, but there are questions about every guy in this draft, right? So whatever Nix's perceived weaknesses are, spiky hair, I can live with it for now because I see a guy who just played 2 very good seasons of football in college and can do what the Broncos head coach wants him to do. Not annoy the fuck out of him. And also throw to many different parts of the field. And not take 4 to 5 horrific sacks that are entirely his fault every game. Now I get it. You can have educated questions and concerns about Bo Nix. But I don't know how anyone who watched him thrive with the Ducks for 2 straight years goes, yeah, that guy sucks, he's gonna fail. Bo Nix is going to do what Russell Wilson was supposed to do. Bo Nix is going to do what Russell Wilson, Teddy Bridgewater, Drew Lock, Joe Flacco, Case Keenum, Paxton Lynch, and Trevor Siemian were supposed to do. Right? Somebody agree with me in the comments. Please say Bo Nix is gonna do what those guys couldn't. Please. Within all my optimism, there is still fear. I just say this, okay? And I don't want to put too much pressure on Bo. But if you don't win a Super Bowl on your rookie deal, I'm gonna fucking bury you. I'm gonna lock you in a room with a bunch of angry real ducks and let them do the rest. Your hair and Kay Adams will be able to fend them off, Bo. Shout out to Kay Adams for linking you to the Broncos, though.
I hope Sean Payton takes you.
I heard that a lot, you know.
Oh my God, so beautiful. No, not K, Bo. I'm married, chill. No pressure, Bo. But the last time there was a 6th quarterback taken in the first round of the draft, that guy's name was Dan Marino.
Fuck it, send it in.
You want to see a playback on it?
Nope. I don't want to see shit.
Bo Nix, you are Dan Marino, except with Super Bowls. And yes, you'll be an Ace Ventura 3. And sorry, but you will also lose your last game 62-7. But that'll be for the Chiefs. Now this pick definitely didn't come out of left field, all right? It was easy to see what Sean Payton would have liked out of Nix. He gets the ball out of his hands quickly. He's more of a point guard than a gunslinger, and he can call his own protections at the line of scrimmage. And he hasn't even gotten into the NFL yet. Basically, everything Russell Wilson was not, all right? Plus, he's the whitest quarterback in the draft. And don't ask me why Sean Payton cares about that, but he pulled pigment samples from Drake May, JJ McCarthy, and Bo Nix to confirm that Bo was 3 shades lighter than both of those guys. Again, I don't know why that's important. Usually, you wouldn't take the 6th best quarterback in the draft at pick 12, right? Again, historically, nobody's ever done that. But this is gonna work. We all knew this was a good quarterback draft on paper, right? And of course, there are a lot of QB needy teams, which is part of the reason we didn't have a single defensive player go off the board until pick 15. But there's always room for interpretation when you get past a slam dunk first overall pick like Caleb Williams. According to the Broncos, Bo Nix was the 3rd quarterback on their board behind just Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels. And I think that's because he fits exactly what Sean Payton wants. He's a field general and a guy that's not going to hold onto the ball so long that you think his hand might be fucking glued to it. Look, leading up to the draft, we talk so much about how important fit is for a young QB, right? And I believe that. And it goes deeper than just quarterback to head coach. But if we're talking about straight fit, you could argue he's the best fit of any quarterback drafted in the first round. The Patriots, the Commanders, and the Bears all have new offensive coordinators, new head coaches in 2 of those spots with new general managers, and a whole new ownership group in one of those cases. We don't fucking know if the fit is good with those teams because we don't really know the identity of those teams right now. Here's one big thing you should be excited about, okay? Look how giddy Bill Belichick is about Bo Nix.
Best quarterback in the pocket, best in those situations. There's a lot to like about this kid.
Also, accuracy. Bo Nix, very accurate. And the last time I checked, that's good for a quarterback. But both Bill and Peyton mentioned Nix is a good downfield thrower and that Sean had his analytics guys remove all of his short throws and screens and bubble what the fucks.
Take all the intermediate short throws out. I want to see how he stacks. It's 1st in yards per completion, 1st in And so it kept coming back.
Now, to be fair, that analytics setting actually removed 98% of his passes from last year. But the 3 throws that they looked at were really, really, really good. Overall, per Sean Payton, Nix is the most accurate passer in college football history. Checks out with me. Payton praised his intelligence, and if that's accurate, Nix should pick up the offense quickly. That's important. Denver has a very solid offensive line. Now, yes, they could use another receiver, maybe a running back or tight end. And I've got a ton of questions about the Broncos defense, but offense alone, that situation is fine for Nix. If he elevates it at all, it will be a massive win. Mind you, my expectations are very low. And if you want a deeper dive on Bo Nix and his college days, check out this video because we already did it. Nix started his first game for the Auburn. Oh fuck, I am a little drunk. Nix had 2 years of eligibility left and took full advantage of it in Eugene. In his first season, he threw 29 touchdowns, rushed for 14 more, and had an adjusted completion rate of 82.3%, second among, who gives a fuck? He was really good the last 2 years at Oregon. Last year, Nix just got better, okay? There was a Heisman campaign for him with bodacious billboards all over Oregon and New York. He lived up to the hype with the aforementioned 45 TD passes, 4,500 yards, and just 3 picks. 6 touchdowns on on the ground as well. The man can scoot. That means no slow white Broncos jokes, okay? Oregon won 12 games, losing twice to Penix and the Huskies, who eventually played in the national championship game. That's fine with me because Penix is in the NFC and he won't even get to play until he's in his 30s. Whereas age is a concern with Michael Penix, as are injuries, Nix should get on the field a whole lot sooner, maybe day one. And since my team drafted him, age means experience. It's a positive. Nix is 24 and will be 24 this whole rookie season. He's definitely on the older side, yes, but with that age comes again experience. Did I just say that? I think it's a huge positive. The most experience in college football history. That's what Nix has. He's the only PhD QB, bitches. Nix started 61 games between Auburn and Oregon, a college football record. He also played in the Senior Bowl despite all of that experience and all of that tape. Why? Because this man eats, breathes, sleeps, and makes love to football. And I want my quarterback to want to fuck the football, and Bo Nix wants it bad. And once he gets his hands on that football, he's not fumbling it. He can caress the football with those 10 1/8 inch hands and never drop it. Now, because of the Breeze and Sean Payton connection, Nix is going to get a lot of those comps as well to Drew Brees. This evaluation from Next Gen Stats saying his production is insane and his athleticism is low will only flame that fire. However, I think Nix is athletic. This is actually the only place that says he isn't. And I hate to cite Tucker Carlson, but that sounds like systemic racism against whites. Anyway, Bo Nix, very good in the pocket, and he's a good scrambler. Don't believe me? Just ask Chris Sims, who said he was the best scrambler in the draft after one Caleb Williams. The Broncos were obviously interested, and they got some sweet top secret intel from the center they actually drafted out of Oregon a year ago, Alex Forsyth. According to Adam Schefter, Forsyth, who played with Nix at Oregon, raved about him to the Broncos. He's smart. He's a leader, and he handles all of his protections at the line of scrimmage. This is a man who's had Nix's hands in his anus, and he wanted them back where they belong. That's exactly what's going to happen in 2024, as Denver didn't bring back their starting center, Lloyd Cushenberry. Now, Schefter also tweeted that Sean Payton wanted Bo Nix as much as he wanted Patrick Mahomes in 2017 when he almost picked him. Laugh all you want. Call it hindsight. But all this says to me is Sean Payton is a perfect quarterback evaluator, and there is no difference between Bo Nix and Patrick Mahomes. None whatsoever. Zero. Absolutely zero difference between those two guys. Sean Payton also said that he was going to take Tom Brady in the first round of the 2000 draft, but the Giants wouldn't let him do that because he wasn't even the head coach. He also said that he was going to buy Google stock in 1998, but fucking Andy Reid bought every share they had. Yeah, you didn't know that Andy Reid is a billionaire, did ya? Well, he isn't, because he actually sold all of that Google stock for Enron and Betamax, and also Beanie Babies a year later. Sean Payton, of course, would have held on to that stock if he could have. Just like I will hold on to the idea that Bo Nix will save the Broncos. So is it risky to have drafted Bo Nix at 12? No, especially after 5 other QBs went. I think the 5 QBs going before the Broncos pick actually helped make the decision look better for Denver from the outside. Drafting a quarterback when you don't have one is not a risk. Trading multiple draft picks and paying a quarterback a shit ton of money when he doesn't work out is a huge risk. A risk I liked at the time, I admit it, because I love this team too much. And I love this no-risk win-win situation where there's nothing but upside. Because if Nick sucks so bad you're picking top 5 again, guess what? You draft another quarterback and you do that. And you do it, and you do it, and you do it until you fucking find a quarterback. Because if you don't have one, everything else gets 10 times harder. And it's already pretty tough in the NFL. Again, no pressure, Bo. But don't you dare fuck this up, because I will find you. Thanks for watching That's Good Sports. We got Bo Nix. Please subscribe here, or Bo Nix will be awesome. Oh, see what I did there? I know you guys. I know you want me to watch Bo Nix fail, and then you want to see me melt down every week. Not gonna happen. Those days are over.